Good morning, students. I hope you all are enjoying at your places. So, as you know, we were doing chapter number 9 of Footprints Without Feet. So, till here we had read that Bholi had received a proposal for marriage and her parents agreed because the boy was very rich. He was not a boy, but he was a man. Even her sisters were thinking that Bholi was very lucky as she had received a very good proposal for marriage. The family was financially very strong. So the parents of Bholi agreed for her marriage at that place because Bholi was, as it is clear from the name, a very simple girl. So when Ramlal said to his wife that this man was actually this was the man, he was the man, not a boy, as his age was near about 45 to 50. So when Ramlal said to his wife that the man was much older than their daughter, then the wife said that no problem, what does it matter? Wife replied, 45 or 50. It is not great age for a man. We are lucky that he is from another village and doesn't know about her pockmarks. You know well that she had the marks of smallpox on her body. So the mother said that, and he doesn't know about the pockmarks and her lack of sense also. Moreover, the wife said that if we don't accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life. Yes, but I wonder what Bholi will say. But the father said that I don't know that what would be the reaction of Bholi? What will that witless one say? She is like a dumb cow. The mother says that what would she say? She is witless means she has no sense. She is senseless and she is just like a dumb cow. Maybe you are right, muttered Ramlal. In the other corner of the courtyard, Bholi lay awake on her cot. Bholi was lying on her cot and she was listening everything. Vishambar Nath was a well-to-do grocer. Vishambar Nath, whose proposal had come for Bholi, he was a grocer and belonged to a well-to-do family. He came with a big party of friends and relations with him for the wedding. A brass band playing a popular tune from an Indian film headed the procession, with the bridegroom riding a decorated horse. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such pomp and splendor. Ramlal was very happy to see when the Bharat came for Bholi. He had never dreamt that his fourth daughter would have such a grand wedding. Bholi's elder sisters, who had come for the occasion, were envious of her luck. Even the sisters were also thinking about the luck of their youngest sister. When the auspicious moment came, the priest said, "Bring the bride." Bholi, clad in red silken bridal dress, was led to the bride's place near the sacred fire. Garland the bride. One of his friends prompted Bishambar Nath. So, one of the friend of Bishambar Nath said her to garland the bride. जो जयमाला होती है उसके लिए बोला गया. The bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigolds. A woman slipped back the silken veil from the bride's face. बेटे, veil is the cloth to cover the head and the face. मतलब उसने सिल्क का दुपट्टा लिया हुआ था जो सिर पे, तो एक औरत ने उसका चेहरा दिखाने के लिए वो जो दुपट्टा था वो नीचे गिरा दिया. Bishambar took a quick glance and quickly Bishambar saw Bholi. The garland remained poised in his hands. The garland remained as it is in his hands. The bride slowly pulled down the veil over her face, and the bride again covered her face with the dupatta. Have you seen her? Said Bishambar to the friend next to him. Now, the friends of Bishambar were also standing with him, and Bishambar asked, have you seen her? She has pock marks on her face. So what? You are not young either. So the friend said that, so what if there are the marks on the face, because you are also not young? Maybe, but if I am to marry her, her father must give me 5,000 rupees. Bishambar says that, but if I would marry her, then her father need to give me 5,000 rupees. Ramlal went and placed his turban, his honor. It is said that the turban of someone is his honor. So, the father of Bholi, Ramlal, placed his turban at Bishambar's feet. Do not humiliate me. So, take 2,000 rupees. No, 5,000 or we go back. Keep your daughter. Be a little considerate, please. If you go back, I can never show my face in the village. But Ramlal said that if you will go back with marriage party without taking my daughter, then it would be a great insult for me in village. So, Bishambar said that, so if you are very much worried about your insult, then you need to give me 5,000 rupees. Tears streaming down his face, tears rolled down his cheeks. He was weeping, went in, opened the safe, and counted out the notes. Then he counted the money which he had kept in the safe. He placed the bundle at the bridegroom's feet, and he kept that money at the feet of the bridegroom. On Bishambar's greedy face appeared a triumphant smile. Triumphant means victorious. A victorious smile came on the face of Bishambar. Means he was thinking that I am the winner today. He had gambled and won. जुआ खेला था और जीत भी गया था. Otherwise it was a mismatch. Bholi was very small in age, means the age of Bholi was near about 20, and the age of the bridegroom Bishambar was near about 45 to 50. Then he said, give me the garland. Once again the veil slipped back from the bride's face, and once again the bride's face was uncovered now, but this time her eyes were not downcast. लेकिन इस टाइम पे भोली की आईज नीचे नहीं थी. She was looking up, looking straight at her prospective husband, and in her eyes there was neither anger nor hate, only cold contempt. And now she was neither angry nor hate, nor there was the feeling of hatred in Bholi's eyes. There was cold contempt on her face. Bishambar raised the garland to place it round the bride's neck. Bishambar took the garland, but before he could do so, Bholi's hand struck out like a streak of lightning, and the garland was plunged into the fire. But very quickly, Bholi threw the garland in the fire. She got up and threw away the veil. Even she threw away the dupatta also, and said, Pitaji, said Bholi in clear, loud voice. And her father, mother, sisters, brothers, relations, and neighbors were startled to hear her speak without even the slightest stammer. Means till now, everyone was thinking that she stammers at the time of speaking. Even her parents were thinking so, because she had never got respect in her family, and because usually she used to stammer at the time of speaking, and her parents also had not much talk with her at home too. घर में भी पेरेंट्स के साथ ज़्यादा बात नहीं होती थी, मतलब पेरेंट्स उसको उतनी रिस्पेक्ट ही नहीं देते थे, तो सबको ये लगता था कि ये अभी भी स्टैमर करती है, मतलब रुक रुक के बोलती है. Pitaji, take back your money. And Bholi said to her father to take the money back which he had given to Bishamber. I am not going to marry this man. She says that I am not going to marry this man as he is a very greedy man. रामलाल वॉज थंडर स्ट्रक, मतलब उसको समझ ही ना आए कि ये क्या हुआ है. एकदम से बिजलियां कड़कती हैं जैसे, ऐसा लगा उसे. द गेस्ट्स बिगैन टू विस्पर, सो शेमलेस, सो अगली एंड सो शेमलेस. भोली, आर यू क्रेजी? शाउटेड रामलाल. You want to disgrace your family? Have some regard for our izzat. The father said that have some regard of our respect for the sake of your izzat, said Bholi. I was willing to marry this lame old man. वो लंगड़ा भी था, right? So she said that only for your respect I had agreed to marry this man who is lame and almost twice in age than me. But I will not have such a mean, greedy, and contemptible coward as my husband. I want. What a shameless girl. We all thought she was a harmless, dumb cow. They all were thinking her like a cow. Bholi turned violently on the old women who was saying that we were thinking her like a cow. Bholi attacked that girl with words. Bholi gave an attack of words to that old woman and said, yes, auntie, you are right. You all thought I was a dumb driven cow. That's why you wanted to hand me over to this heartless creature. She said that I was behaving like a dumb cow. That's why you were treating me like this. But now the dumb cow, the stammering fool, is speaking. Do you want to hear more? Bishambarnath, the grocer, started to go back with his party. The confused bandsman thought this was the end of the ceremony and struck up a closing song. Ramlal stood rooted to the ground. Ramlal तो जैसे उस ज़मीन के साथ ही जुड़ गया हो, ऐसे खड़ा हो गया. His head bowed low, उसका सिर झुका हुआ था, with weight of grief and shame. The flames of the sacred fire slowly died down. Everyone was gone. Ramlal turned to Bholi and said, but what about you? No one will ever marry you now. What shall we do with you? Then Ramlal asked Bholi that, now what about you? Just think about you. No one would be ready to marry you now. And Sulekha said in a voice that was calm and steady. Bholi said, don't worry, Pitaji. Don't worry, father. In your old age, I will serve you and mother, and I will teach in the same school where I learned so much. So Bholi said that, don't worry, I will serve you. I would be there to serve you in your old age. जब आप बूढ़े हो जाओगे तो मैं आपकी सेवा करूँगी. And I will teach in the same school where I have studied. Isn't that right, ma'am? The teacher who had taught this courage to Bholi, she was also standing there. And Bholi asked the teacher, am I wrong? Am I doing anything wrong? Tell me, my teacher. The teacher was also standing there, watching the whole drama. Yes, Bholi, of course, she replied, and in her smiling eyes was the light of deep satisfaction that an artist feels when contemplating the completion of her masterpiece. The teacher was happy. Moreover, Bholi was also very happy with this act. So, thank you. Have a nice day, students. Tomorrow we will do the exercise of the same chapter.